Hey everybody, it's Mark over at Copper Canyon Tax and Accounting Services. Congress has been busy this year and have made some significant changes, and I wanted to talk to you today about the child tax credit. Internal Revenue Code Section 24 has been modified for 1 year only. Under prior law, the child tax credit was limited to $2,000 per qualifying child, and $1,400 of that was allowable as a refundable credit. Refundable means the amount that the IRS would send you once your tax liability has been satisfied. Let's say you were married for part of the year and didn't work. Then you got divorced, got a job, and took custody of your child. Your earnings for the year were $16,000. Since you would be filing as head of household, your standard deduction would be $18,000, and you'd have no taxable income and no tax liability. The IRS would send you $1,400 as the refundable portion. The other $600 would be lost, since it can only be used to offset taxes. So for the child tax credit, there's 4 major changes for the 2021 year. 1, the credit is increased to $3,000 per qualifying child. 2, the credit is increased to $3,600 for children under age 6. So any child 5 or younger on December 31st, 2021. 3, the qualifying age for dependents has been changed from under 17 to under 18. I wish they would have made this permanent, but it's only for this 1 year. And 4, the full amount of the child tax credit is refundable. The full amount is refundable this year. It's important to note these amounts only apply to tax returns with adjusted gross income below $75,000 for single and married filing separate, $112,500 for head of household returns, and $150,000 for married filing joint and qualified widower. Once your income exceeds these levels, the credit amount drops back to $2,000 and phases out until your income reaches $200,000 if you're filing single, married filing separate, or head of household, and $400,000 if you're filing married filing joint or qualified widower. If your income exceeds the $200,000 and $400,000 numbers, you get nothing. To qualify for the credit, the child has to reside with you for at least 6 months during the year, and exceptions apply in divorce situations. The child could not provide more than half of his or her own support, and the child has to be a U.S. citizen, national, or resident alien. No changes have been made to the other dependent credit. The $500 credit will still apply to dependents age 18 and over, like college students, your unemployed uncle that sleeps in your basement, or an elderly parent that you're taking as a dependent. There's been a lot of talk about the advance or the prepayment of the child tax credit. The expanded credit is scheduled to be dispersed to families on a monthly basis beginning in July and will continue through December. The monthly amounts will be $250 for older children and $300 per month for children under the age of 6. Families will claim the remaining half of the credit when they file their 2021 taxes next year. There is no limit on the number of children in a family that can receive the credit, as long as they meet the eligibility requirements around age and income. To receive the credit, families with children must file a 2020 tax return. If a family doesn't file a 2020 tax return, the IRS will not have the information it needs to deliver the credit. This is a quote from Commissioner Charles Rettig. The IRS has begun sending letters 6416 and 6416A to taxpayers who may be eligible for the advanced child tax credit payments. At the bottom of the letter, it states that if you do not wish to receive the advanced child tax credit payment, gives you instructions on how to unenroll from these payments, and that needs to be done by the end of June. Now, why would you want to receive the advanced payment? If you know that your income is consistent and you know that you will qualify next year and you need the money now, take the advance payment. Congress knows that there's families that are hurting from the lasting effects of the COVID-19 pandemic, and they wanted to get money out to those people as soon as possible. Now, why would you want to opt out? If your income isn't consistent, or your income may be too high next year and you won't qualify for the enhanced credit amount, you'll want to opt out. What if you don't claim your child every year and 2021 isn't your tax year? You're going to want to opt out, or you'll have to pay that back next year. What if you don't need the money right now? Now, this goes against my normal advice of don't leave money at the IRS and don't use the IRS as a bank, but for some people, this may be a good idea. And if you don't need the money right now and you don't want to leave it at the IRS, give me a call and we can discuss budgets and savings and help you get that money working for you. What about if you're making estimated payments? If we calculated your estimated payments, we would have done that based on you receiving the full child tax credit next year. And by taking the advanced payment, you will mess up those numbers and you will potentially owe next year when you file your taxes. And what about if you already know that you're going to owe? Like you just say, I'm not making estimated payments. Forget about that. Taking that money now will mean that you're going to owe more money next year. And the larger the balance that you have, the more penalties and interest that will be added onto that balance. And just so you're aware, in addition to the child tax credit, Congress has made significant changes to the dependent care credit, the premium tax credit for health insurance subsidies, the employer retention credit, and the paid sick leave and family care tax credits. If you have any questions on any of these items or anything else, please reach out to me. In addition to bookkeeping, payroll, and tax planning, we can also help you with Social Security planning, college planning, tax-efficient asset allocation, and Roth conversions. Please visit our website and check out the new online tool that will assist you with your Arizona tax credits. Visit coppercanyontax.com. If you guys have any questions, please reach out to me. The office number is 520-344-4149. And I'll talk to you soon.